Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have more Dungeons & Dragons figures from the Nolzur's Marvelous Miniature Collection. We have Heron Rogues, Human Clerics, Yuan-Ti Pureblood Adventurers, Lich and Mummy Lord, Orc Rangers, Githryn, Elf Cleric, and a Roper. So let's crack these bad boys open and take a look at these figures and see what kind of goodness we have inside. So once again, we're here. I went to a sale and picked a bunch of these up online. Miniature Market was having a sale at 50% off on Dungeons & Dragons figures. So I said, you know what? This is part 2. I unboxed a bunch of other ones. So I said, you know what? Let me do another unboxing for these. And I picked them up, like I said, because I do a lot of role-playing games. I do create my own game systems that I use with my kids. And I love to have a wide array of figures to choose from. So this time they have clear bases. So I'm very happy about that as well. The clear bases I seem to like a lot too. So let me put these down here real quick. So this is the Heron Rogues. I saw this guy, said I had to get him. Very cool figure. Don't really know much about that character, but just the rabbit head really just sold me on it. So I was like, all right, cool. Pick that guy up. And got another one, which is really, really cool. So it's a Heron Rogues. Or Heron, yep. Because of hare meaning rabbit. Excellent. Very cool. And then we have the Yuan-Ti Pureblood Adventurers. They once again had the clear bases on them. Again, these are the Yuan-Ti Pureblood Adventurers. Very cool. A little bendy, but that's okay. And there we have a female bard. Again, I have 2 daughters, and they love playing games with their father. And one thing, when we create our own characters, they always like, obviously, they like to create female characters. So the more of an option I give to them, the happier they are. So I always try to pick up things when I see them on sale. I try not to pay full price, because I'm not like a lot of these other unboxing places where you get products for free, and everything comes out of my own pocket. So I don't ask for anything from anybody. But I like to give my kids a wide array of choices when playing different games. Now we also have, these are human clerics that are popping up here, which is here. Hi, Kelly. They have clear bases as well. And here we go, human clerics. Comes out of the chair, which is very cool. Allows you to paint the chair and then also paint the figure. I tend not to glue them in seats because you're putting them away and storing them. I keep them separate. So that is a cool figure right there. Very cool. Very cool sculpt. There you go. There's one of them. And then we have another person in the chair. This one now does not seem to fit as well in his chair as the other gentleman does. There's the chair again. Good detail. And you have him. Again, this was on sale at Miniature Market. They had a 50% off. I forget what the sale was called, but they had a 50% off sale where they're, just trying to give some of their clientele a good sale on figures. So I was like, hey, you know what? Now's the time to pick them up. Because if you go, I'm sorry, I keep hitting the camera. Apologize for that. Unboxing, opening things up. So this is the Lich and the Mummy Lord. So whenever you get good guys, you have to buy at least a couple of bad guys. So what we have here, there's your Lich. Really, really cool guy coming out of the ground. Very, very, very cool. And you have your Mummy Lord as well. And then you also have this piece that goes in the back there somehow. It goes in here like that, so it would look like that. And I think that's how it goes in there. I think there it goes like that. You glue it in there like that. Yep. Which is very cool. But also they keep that off until you. Also they keep that off until you paint it up. All right. That's very cool as well. Piece on the back there. And as we move on, we'll also have a couple more things to unbox here. We have some Orc Rangers. Hi, Kelly. Yes, that's my cat, Kelly. I have two of them at this point in time. We have Kelly, who joined our family about a month ago. And then we also have Luna, short for Lunatic, because she dives and runs around the place. She's only 6 months old. She's runs around here like a mad person all the time. Kelly is a 3-year-old tabby. So this one is an Orc Ranger. Cool sculpt with an owl, bow and sword. Very cool. And also here with the bow and arrow, with the scimitar. I believe that's a scimitar. If it's not, you can leave a comment below and correct me. I appreciate that. Okay. Got your Orc Rangers. Then we had the Githryn. I guess that's how you pronounce it. The Githryn. So again, you can use these for obviously for Dungeons and Dragons when you're doing role-playing games. You can also use them for any type of 28mm game that you may use for a miniature battle game or anything of that nature. And if you create your own home-brewed rule systems, you could use it for that as well. Just because they're created for Dungeons and Dragons doesn't mean that you actually have to use them for a D&D game. Sorry about that. I keep hitting the camera. I apologize. It's because I'm unboxing here in front of the cord. I keep hitting the cord, so I apologize. So this is a Githryn. Looks like a bit like Eclipso from DC Comics. Definitely has that vibe with the helmet, the shape the way it is, the face the way it's looking like that, the pointed ears and all that stuff too. Very cool sculpt, very cool. And then we have this gentleman here. And again, whenever you pick up miniatures, you can't just pick up good guys. You got to pick up some bad guys too. Keep the forces even, as I like to say. At least I think they look like a bunch of bad guys. Not sure though. Then we have some elf clerics. I actually, when I was looking through my collection of figures, I was like, you know, I have very, very few elves. Because I normally do not play elves in any other RPGs that I play. Why? Can't answer that one. I think it's because when I used to play D&D with my neighbor and my brother when we were young, he always used to play elves. Always played them because he loved the characters in the you know, Lord of the Rings and all that stuff like that. So so he always had elves and dwarves, and I always stuck with others. So this is actually my first elf cleric that I purchased. And it's a very, very cool figure. And ultimately, these guys will all fall in go into our pile of shame, meaning that they're meant to be painted, but eventually you won't get to painting because you have so many figures that you can't keep up and paint them all. So, not that it really matters. And last but not least, we have the Roper, which I thought was really, really cool. I had seen it. It was like $12, $14, whatever it was, original price. And then I said, you know, again, with the 50% off, I said, you know what? Now's the chance to grab them at a decent price. You know, I don't want to pay full price. To be very honest with you, I don't want to. You know, I always wait for a good sale. And this is a badass looking figure. So I was like, hell yeah, let's pick it up. And so here's the base for it. Put him in the back somewhere. It's a big mug. And there he is. That's a cool figure. So instead of paying like 15 or 13, 16, whatever it was, got it for $8. So I said, why not? I don't have one. And in Adventures, we've run into one. And I didn't have the figure for it. So guess what? We ever run into one again. Now we got one. And there you have it. That's the Roper figure. So going from left to right, we have the Heron Rogues, the 1T Pureblood Adventurers. We have our human clerics in the wheelchairs. We have a Lich and Mummy Lord. We have Orc Rangers. We have the Githryn. We have the Elf Cleric. And in the back, we have our Roper. And that concludes this unboxing of Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures for use for the D&D campaign or any campaign that you decide to use them for. So, as always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, you can always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. You can also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well. Enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.